Hello viewers, welcome to another episode of An Old Man with a Cellular Telephone. For those of you who have been following some of my videos, I've alluded to a project that I was doing involving a new radio, which is this one here, the Yaesu FT891, and my older radio from my ham shack, my tried, trusted, tested and true FTM 100. And what I've been doing these past few months is preparing this vehicle for communications, and I'm going to share that with you today. I'll apologize for the lighting. This is sort of an impromptu video, but here is a spot in the sleeper berth of this truck. This is right behind the driver's seat, and this is where I've tucked away all my radio equipment. I bring in 60 amps of power directly to the battery, fused at the battery, which goes to those two red bus bars. And the alligator clips you see on that just goes down to this 300 watt power inverter. This first radio is the body of the FTM 100. The radio in the back that's hard to see is the body of the 891. The coaxes come in from the back, and I'll show the antennas on the back of the truck a little bit later. They go under the seat, and one sec. So they go under the seat, and they're plumbed a couple of ways. One of which is hidden under here, and that brings the two microphones that are up here, the HF mic. This silly thing keeps falling, so does, well, this one hasn't fallen yet, but the other one does. This is the microphone for the FTM 100. I'm going to change those to put on magnets. This one will be moved right over here. This one will be moved to this spot, and they'll both be connected magnetically. The magnets are going to have opposite polarity to each other, like they set up inside my pickup truck. And what that does is make sure that each microphone can only go to its own holder and not the other one. So when you're reaching for it without looking, it's always where you put it, and it will not stick on the other side. So you have to get it right. Then the control heads have been mounted to the dash. There's the FTM 100 and a speaker for the FTM or FT891. I had to plumb the speaker for the 891 out just because I couldn't quite hear it where it is, but the speaker for the FTM 100, which is on the radio body, it tends to resonate very loudly for my ear, so there was no need to plumb an external speaker, but if I choose to, I can. I like to keep my dash reasonably clear of stuff. Even the wire for these fans is bothering me. I'm going to remove that and put those somewhere else because I don't like it blocking my windshield. And when I'm driving, my data terminal is not up on the dash. I'll have that on the floor so it can't fall any further. So this is the cockpit of the truck and what I'm going to be looking at for the foreseeable future. And if you're still with us, you wait a minute. I'm going to turn on all of the fancy lights and I'll give you a quick tour of the outside. So this is a look at the outside. The blue and white flashing lights that are across the front, I've replaced to be blue and white. When I first bought this truck, they were rather dull looking amber and I wanted a bit better. So I took all of the ambers off, put on blue and whites, added two more up top. Down here, that light came with it, but this lower set of strip lights is an add-on that I have put on. And of course the single flasher above it is, it's always been there. And then on the back, all of the strip lights I put on, all of the blue and whites. The ambers are the ones that came with it. And of course these little guys. So what we have here for communications, there's the antenna to the 897. That's a Yaesu ATAS 120A antenna. Up above that is a UHF VHF antenna. It also has UHF antenna. It's got a couple of those. It has an additional citizen band antenna. I don't think it's using these antennas on the citizen band radio. I think it's using the center one. I'm not sure why yet, but it is what it is. The CB radio works. It has a good match, which, well, we'll pause here and I'll finish up. So as stated in a previous video, I'm not very fond of opening the radio or Mars modding radios. I suppose for an emergency situation, it would be, I can see the benefit in that for emergencies, but to Mars mod this radio would be a waste of my time. The only frequency that I would want to use is the 27 megahertz, the 11 meter band. And to open this radio to do that, although the radio and antenna would do it, it's a waste of my time, because I already have this citizen band radio built right into the dash. It does everything it's supposed to do. So when I want to listen to this one, I can just turn it on and save myself some heavy tech work. Aside from that, ladies and gentlemen, well, let's be realistic. Aside from that, gentlemen, I've used up 7.5 minutes of your time. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Bye for now. Oh, please leave comments, like, subscribe, all that stuff. You know what to do. Have a great day.